Hey guys, welcome back to Hell Hunter Part 3. I figured out how to do this, figured out how to get through that secret passage, and now we're gonna engage and play with, we're gonna play some more Hell Hunter. I hope you guys are excited for this video. I'm sorry it ended on a short notice yet, when I did
Hell Hunter and new game. Move among the options in the main menu.
Shut up.
Load game.
I'm sorry it ended on a short note in part 2, but I just had to watch some videos and figure out what were you supposed to do. So let's do this.
You have reached Harbor Village. Entry. Saving wealth sign to the wasteland. To the bridge. You have reached Lamp Bridge. To entry. To the market. Hidden passage.
Let's go up.
You have reached Wheelbarrow. Broken land to the east exit. You have reached Village Underground. Center west. East exit. West exit. East. You have reached east. West. Infected rats. The battle begins. More than 75% life points. He has no more blood vials. Less than 75% life points. The battle ends. Alien gains what? East exit. You have reached the east west exit. East.
Oh!
You have reached to the harbor bend to the wharf, to the main road, to the underground. You have reached east, west, northwest.
Aha!
You have reached village saving point. Iron wheel, flock of bats. The battle begins.
Oh.
Less than 75% life points.
Goodbye!
The battle ends. Alien gains 1. Saving point. Iron wheel, bones, flock of bats. The battle begins. Less than 75% life points.
No.
Less than 50% life points. Less than 50. The battle ends. Alien gains. Saving. You saved the game. Iron bones. West exit. South. Saving. Iron wheel. The chain of the iron wheel is strained.
Alright, so you have to close a gate that leads to the secret passage. I think this is the one that leads here.
Alien turns the wheel and the chain is released. Now the gate is closed. Saving. Southwest exit. You have reached infected rats. The battle begins.
Ah!
Less than 50%.
Yo, I'm gonna die. Oh no.
Less than 10% life points. Less than 10% life points. The battle
Jesus.
ends. Elian gains 1 rat excrement to the secret passage. Elian can't reach the hole in the ceiling, which is next to the gate. He would need to climb something that works like southwest, east, rat excrement, east, southwest.
Maybe the gate is over here.
You have reached wheelbarrow. Broken lantern. To the bridge, east exit.
Hold on, you know what? I'm gonna go back and heal.
You have hidden harbor to the market, to entry.
Because I know that there is a saving point in the
You have
entrance
reached
that heals
harbor
you.
village. Saving. You saved the game.
Phew.
You opened life 100% life points. He's in perfect condition.
Okay.
You're back in the map. Welcome signs. To the wasteland, to the bridge. You have reached Harbor Village Bridge. To entry, to the hidden passage. You have reached wheelbarrow. Northeast exit. North. You have reached village underground. North. The battle begins. The battle ends.
Sometimes I like to slice and
Rat
stab.
excrement. To the secret southwest east.
Alright,
exit.
so the secret passage is here,
southwest
so let's see if there's a gate.
You have reached the saving point. Iron wheel. The chain of the iron wheel is loose. So
I'm
the
gonna
gate connected
reopen
must
this
be closed.
gate.
Will Elian open the connected gate? Elian turns the wheel. The chain gets wrapped around it. Now the gate is open. Flock of bats. The battle begins. %100 life points. The battle ends. Elian gate. Saving point. Iron wheel. The chain of the iron wheel is strained, so the gate connected must be open. Will Elian close the connected gate? Press. Elian turns the wheel and the chain is released. Now the gate is closed. Saving point. Southeast west exit. You have reached village east exit. Southwest to the secret passage. Elian can't reach the east exit.
Wait, what the hell?
You have reached village
I
saving
accidentally
point.
opened
You saved the
the
game.
one that I
wheel.
already
The chain of
closed.
the iron
Jesus.
wheel is loose, so the gate connected must be closed. Will Elian open the connected gate? Elian turns the wheel. The chain gets wrapped around it. Now the gate is open. Saving southeast west. You have reached the east exit.
I'm going in circle.
You have reached the southeast.
Ah. Maybe there's another gate over here.
You have reached the iron wheel. The chain of the iron wheel is strained, so the gate connected must be open. Will Elian close the connected gate? Elian tries to turn the wheel, but it's stuck. It won't be possible to close the gate anymore.
Oh,
East exit.
Maybe that's not
west exit.
the wheel we're looking.
You have reached To the wharf. To the underground. You have reached the east exit, west exit. You have reached village rusty shovel. Flock of bats. Battle begins. More than 75% life points. The battle ends. Alien gain. East, west, medical kit. Rusty iron wheel. The chain of the iron wheel is strained, so the gate connected must be open. Will Elian close the connected gate? Press. Elian turns the wheel and the chain is released. Now the gate is closed.
Alright.
Medical kit. Rusty shop. East exit. You have reached west, northwest. A great shaped gate blocks the way. Elian must find the wheel connected to this gate.
God!
He wants to proceed from here. West, east exit. West. You have reached
Just makes me
west,
pissed.
rusty shovel. East, west. You have reached village underground. So the battle begins. More than 75% life points. The battle ends. Elian gains 1 iron wheel. The chain of the iron wheel is strained, so the gate connected must be open. Will Elian close the connected gate? Press the left. Elian turns the wheel and the chain is released. Now the gate is closed. East exit.
Let me just open the gate that I closed to get to the
You
northeast
have reached
passage.
rusty shovel. Flock of bats.
Ugh.
Battle begins.
You have a couple chances to try and beat me. Sorry,
The battle
you
ends.
failed.
Elian gains 1 rusty medical kit. Iron wheel. The chain of the iron wheel is loose, so the gate connected must be closed. Will Elian open the connected gate? Press the... Elian turns the wheel and the chain gets wrapped around it. Now the gate is open. Medical kit. Rusty shop. East, west exit. Infected rats. The battle begins.
Slice and dice.
Less than 75% life points.
It's time for rat soup. Just kidding. That would actually taste
The
disgusting.
battle ends. Elian gains rusty shovel. East, west exit. East exit. You have reached east, west, northwest. You have reached safe iron wheel. Flock of bats. The battle begins.
Time for some bat soup. Yeah. No to that.
75% life.
No to that as well, because that would taste disgusting
Less than
too.
75% life.
And it would probably have a lot of gross stuff in it.
The battle ends. Elian gains what? Save iron bones. Flock of bats.
Again?
The battle begins.
You gotta leave me alone. The only thing I don't like about games made by the Audio Games Association, except for Blind Quest 3, is each time you go somewhere after you kill an enemy, it just respawns.
Southeast Iron Wheel saving point.
And I don't know why, but
West Bones. West, a great shaped gate.
Oh my God!
Must find the wheel connected to this gate if he wants to proceed from here. Southeast.
This gets fucked.
You have reached east, west. You have reached east, west. Infected rats. The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 100. Rusty shovel. East, west. You have reached village under infected rats. The battle begins. Less than 50% life points. The battle ends. Alien infected rats. The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains iron wheel. The chain of the iron wheel is loose, so the gate connected must be closed. Will Elian open the connected gate? Elian turns the wheel and the chain gets wrapped around it. Now the gate is open. East egg, west egg. You have reached village underground. West. Wheelbarrow. Northeast exit.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Sorry,
Northeast.
guys. Oh my God.
You have reached.
We already had that broken
exit,
gate, but if
east
only there was a way to.
Infected rats.
If only there was a way to make it not broken. I watched the video. You're supposed to close the gate.
The battle ends. Alien.
Oh.
Rat excrement to the secret passage. Alien can't reach the hole in the ceiling, which is rat east exit to southwest east rat east exit. You have reached village saving point. Iron wheel. The chain of the iron wheel is strained, so the gate connected must be opened. Will Elian close the connected gate? Elian turns the wheel and the chain is released. Now the gate is closed. Saving point. Southwest egg. You have reached village infected rats. The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 1 rat excrement. To the secret path. Elian can't reach the hole in the sea. East, southeast. You have reached village on southeast west exit. Saving southeast. You have reached the Iron Wheel. The chain of the Iron Wheel is strained, so the gate connected must be open. Will Elian close the connected gate? Elian tries to turn the wheel, but it's stuck. It won't be possible to close the gate anymore. Rat corpses. Iron Wheel. The chain of the Iron Wheel is strained, so the gate connected must be open. Will Elian close the connected gate? Elian tries to turn the wheel, but it's stuck. It won't be possible to close the gate anymore. Rat corpses. Northwest, west exit, east exit.
Oh my fuck.
You have reached
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try and find that
Villagers'
video again.
houses.
I'll be back. Alright, guys.
To the main road, to the underground.
I found out where to go.
You have reached east, west exit, northwest.
So, you go where the secret passage is.
You have reached saving point. You saved the game. Iron Wheel. Flock of bats. The battle begins. Less than 50% life points. The battle ends. Alien gained. Save iron bones. Southeast west egg flock of bats. The battle begins.
Oh.
The battle ends. Alien gains 140 experience points. Press control to continue.
I am so sorry, guys.
Southwest exit.
So apparently,
You have reached village on infected rats.
come on.
Battle begins.
Phew.
100% life points. The battle ends. Alien gained to the secret path. Rat excrement. To the Alien can't reach southwest east exit.
And then, I believe you go here.
You have reached wheelbarrow. Broken lantern. Broken wheel. Northeast
Hold on,
exit.
let me look back. Let's see. Cause I think he went over here. And either he went west or east. And this is Chris Wright's video. Shout out to Chris Wright. Again. Okay. I'm looking at his video for reference. Yeah, I know I'm a cheater. Let's track back a bit. Okay.
East exit. You have reached village underground. Center west. East. Infected rats. The battle begins.
And I think he finds the wheel that closes it.
The battle ends.
We ended exactly.
Alien gains 120. Iron wheel. The chain of the iron wheel is strained, so the gate connected must be opened. Will Elian close the connected gate? Elian turns the wheel and the chain is released. Now the gate is closed. East exit, west exit.
Ah.
You have reached northeast. You have reached village underground. Infected rats. The battle begins.
Not again.
The battle ends.
Alright, now
Ellian
let's try
gains
and go to the secret passage.
120. East exit. Southwest to the secret.
Aha!
Ellian climbs the gate and reaches the ceiling, passing through the hole. So this is where the vampire was hidden. A very clever trick indeed. Suddenly, Ellian hears the voice of two people. It sounds like a fight. He rushes to that place, but the battle has ended in no time. The vampire lost. The other person notices your presence and rushes very quickly towards a secret exit. Ellian must know what's happened. You have reached village undying vampire. Bottle. There's human blood inside. Ellian gets 1 blood vial. Furniture. Despite the place, this wide room actually resembles one of a wealthy owner. The whole place, from a certain point of view, is an underground fortress. To the main dying vampire. The vampire is gonna die very soon. Ellian asks him who that man was. The vampire looks Ellian in the eyes. He knows his Dhampir nature, so he says that it's impossible Ellian doesn't know him. Every vampire or half-blood knows him, and when he arrives, it's the end. He must be someone very important. Ellian wants to know more, but he'll save those questions for the person concerned. Instead, he asks him one more question. He wants to know if the plague was his doing. Hearing this question, the vampire starts to laugh out loud. Ellian doesn't understand. The vampire replies that it wouldn't make any sense to him infecting his own blood farm. The rats had nothing to do with this. Actually, even if they are infected, this plague has no effect on animals. It's deadly only for humans.
Oh, okay!
He adds that humans always make mistakes, and then they keep repeating them, never learning. They are used to sowing their errors, and then harvesting their consequences. He tells Ellian that he's fighting for a lost cause, and then he dies, turning into ash. Ellian must reach that man. He might be able to help him somehow, or give some precious information at least.
Okay. Oh, guys, sorry.
Furniture to the main bottle. To the main bottle. The bottle is empty.
I don't know, I like that bottle sound.
The bottle is empty. To the main road. Bottle. The bottle is empty. The bottle is empty.
How disappointing.
To the main road.
Boots with so much
The light from the surface enters through the exit. Among the surroundings, there was another hidden passage. This one closes on its own, so Ellian can't go back. But there's no reason to do that. The person he's chasing is quite distant, but he saw him going to his right. He's probably going to the wharf.
Alright.
You have reached to the harbor, saving to the square. Saving. You saved the game. To the tap water. To the square. To the villagers' houses.
Wait. I think there's an entrance to the wharf.
Harbor, to the wharf.
Yes.
Ellian arrives, but one boat has already sailed. He bets that the guy he was chasing is inside it. There's another problem. There's just one last boat, and apparently its crew might decide to sail sooner rather than later. You have reached Net Harbor Doctor, speedboat owner. Elian stops the woman and asks if some guy arrived suddenly and sailed with a boat. She thinks Elian is talking about that handsome man and affirms he was directed to a particular city. Elian now has a destination. He also asks for passage. She will accept on just one condition. Apparently a crowd of people gathered in the square, and she doesn't want someone to get injured or worse. She figured that Elian is not an ordinary traveler, so she wants him to stop the crowd. Elian is forced to accept. War. To the war. Just the speedboat is left. For now. To the village nets. To the...
Alright, let's see what the fuck is happening.
You have reached to the war harbor to the main road. You have reached to the villagers' house, to the square. Things have definitely gotten out of hand. A lot of people are gathered here, armed with pitchforks, and scream out loud to hunt any potential culprit of the plague. Even people who have nothing to do start to get hurt for no reason.
Jesus.
It's time to stop this nonsense. You have reached our lamppost. Vigilante. The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains lamppost. Pitchforks armed crowd. Elian marches towards the crowd and says to stop this nonsense. But they won't listen to him. They just get even more angry. They surround him.
Oh
and
no!
insinuate that he has something to do with the plague. The battle
Crazy bitch ass crap! Ouch! Ow!
Less than 50% life points.
Oh! I had another blood vial. Ah!
More than 75% life.
Crazy damn crowd! You've been infected! Don't worry, I'll talk some sense into you. We're gonna be so bad tonight, we're gonna have a bunch of people killed on the city square. Ow.
Less than 75% life points.
Oh, hold on, I gotta dodge for a while. Whew.
The battle ends. Elian gains 400 experience points.
Crazy
Controlled.
bitch!
Elian defeats the one who looks like the leader of the crowd, and they start to calm down. Just at that moment behind the crowd, through the market area, a vehicle passes and goes toward the entrance of the village. It's the off-road vehicle of the tourists. Elian notices the green smoke trail coming from the tourist who was sick. He didn't notice that before, but it seems like he was the real cause. And now that they've left this place, the plague will probably be spread without any control.
Ouch.
Elian tells them that one of the tourists was the cause because... Actually, Elian can't tell them the reason. His power can't be explained to people. He's trying to find a good explanation instead of this, but it's not necessary. The crowd already believes him and swear angrily at the tourists. Elian is frustrated at the reaction, but he knows how it works. People love easy scapegoats, especially when they are not in a position to defend themselves. But the violence has stopped, and that's what counts at the moment. So Elian can return to the wharf.
Oh, jeez. A part of me hurts. I don't know why.
Metaguy greets Elian.
Okay, he still says that.
To the main road. Lamppost. To the... You have reached up to the villagers' house. To the village. You have to the war. Harbor village. You have reached Harbor Net Doctor. Speedboat. Elian returns and tells the woman the good news. She's surprised and thanks him. Introductions can wait, so they both sail on the speedboat. To the speedboat. To the speed. Despite the nature of the village, there is a speedboat. Technology's spread really is something. The crew aboard is composed of 5 members. 2 of them are on the outside. The other 3 are inside with Elian, and their leader apparently is among them. You have reached speedboat into the outside. Weapons. There's some weapon for large fishes and even guns. There aren't many cases of attacks from monsters, but probably they are the exception. To the saving point. You saved the game.
Whew.
Crew member 1. She introduces herself to Elian. She's Amelia and is the leader of the crew of the speedboat. He does the same. Coincidentally, their destination is located near to Elian's, so he won't have to worry about that. Tools. There are many tools used for navigation, but even more for fishing. Crew member 2. This robust man takes care of transport, stocking in the inventory of goods, weapons as well. Crew member 3.
Bro.
This young man doesn't look very strong. In fact, he takes care of communication and technology. He's even able to repair the engine of the speedboat in the case of an emergency. Medical kit.
Okay.
Elian finds many transfusion bags inside the medical kit, but he knows that the crew needs them much more than him. So he just picks 2 of them, and so obtains 2 blood vials.
But I want more.
The rest is for the crew. The rest is for the crew.
No, I want fuck the crew.
Bed. There's a single bed. Elian wonders what they have to do when they have to sleep, and they're in the middle of the sea. Weapons to the outside. Elian finishes his address when suddenly the boat is shot. Elian now must go outside and check what's happening.
God, is it a... I think it's the
Saving
Kraken, if I remember from like watching
Elian exits
videos.
the cabin and can't believe his eyes. That creature is clinging to the side of the speedboat. Just how persistent is he? Elian must act now. If he manages to hop aboard, it won't be possible to make him fall into the sea. You have reached speedboat, lifeboat. Crew member 4. Crew member 5. He's an expert in weather. He's on edge of the boat, to inside, edge of... When Elian gets close,
Oh no!
says his usual phrase. This time, he won't hesitate. If it's a matter of making him lose his grip on the boat, then it's an achievable task. The battle begins.
Elian is getting slower.
Less than 50% life points.
Getting slower.
How do I defeat this guy? Do I like keep attacking him?
The battle
Oh, okay.
Elian gains 600 experience. Finally, Elian manages to make him fall. The threat is thwarted. He can return to the camp. Lifeboat. There's a lifeboat in case of an emergency. Crew member 4. He's the fisherman of the crew. He's tanned. Crew member 5. He seems reliable and flexible. To inside, to inside. You have reached speedboat inside. Saving point. You saved the game. Amelia. She's never seen a thing like that creature. Anyway, she invites Elian to rest. Tool, medic bed. Elian accepts the offer and goes to sleep. But after a few hours, his sleep is interrupted by the 2 members of the crew outside the cabin. Monsters on sight. Elian stands up. The hunt must start.
Again?
Weapons to the outside.
Let's do this!
You have reached lifeboat. Crew member, crew to it, lifeboat. Crew member. Apparently, he saw some humanoid fish swimming around the speedboat. Crew member 5. He says he has also seen another one, which looks like a humanoid turtle. To inside fish man. It's a humanoid covered in scales and with
Fish
fins.
man.
The head resembles a fish. It jumps from the water and lands near Elian.
Alright, let's fight, bitch!
The battle begins.
Let's see if he does a silent.
The enemy is getting faster.
Oh.
The battle ends. Elian gains 200 experience points. Elian gets blood vial. Lifeboat. Humanoid turtle. This one is similar to the others, but its traits are more similar to those of a turtle. It also has a shell on its back. At a certain point it makes a great leap, and with a trident in its webbed hands, it points toward Elian's throat.
Trident? Jesus! He's like Poseidon over
Battle
here.
begins.
The enemy is shielded from attacks. The enemy is not shielded anymore.
I wonder it stops.
enemy
I wonder
is
why
shielded
it
from attacks.
stops making that attack noise after a while. I'm still attacking it. I don't know. I don't know why.
The enemy is not shielded anymore.
Ah, take that!
The battle ends. Elian gains 200. Lifeboat. Fishman. To ins
Again?
Fishman. It's a humanoid covered in scales and... The battle begins.
The enemy is getting faster.
See ya.
The battle ends. Elian gains 200 experience. You opened the life point. Less than 75% life points. He's a bit tired. You're back in the map. Lifeboat. 2 inside. Crew member 4. Looks like he already saw some monsters, but Elian doesn't think he's suited to fight them. Crew member 2 inside. You have reached speedboat saving point. You saved the game. Amelia. She doesn't know how to thank him and just hopes that this time his sleep will continue without any other problem. She doesn't know how to medical kit. Bed. The rest is for the crew. Bed. Elian goes to sleep again. This time he finishes his rest. When he wakes up, there's a weird mood. There is silence inside the cabin, and the crew seems nervous. Maybe it's an idea to talk to them. Weapons to the saving point. Amelia, you saved the game. Amelia. She's nervous. The mist is quite dense, and she has a bad feeling. Tools. Crew member. He just sits and waits for some update on the situation. Saving point to the outside. Elian wants to know what's the matter, so he needs to ask Amelia and the other two. Say, Amelia. She's lost in thought. To crew member 2. Actually, he can't hide his agitation completely. Actually, crew member 3. He has some bad news. Communication with the outside is interrupted. He's trying to restore the signal. He wants to say something to lighten the mood, but he knows that it's not the right moment. Medical, bed, weapons to the outside. Problems with communications and mist. It's not necessarily caused by paranormal phenomena, but Elian is ready for any eventuality and goes out to check. The mist is dense indeed. At a certain point it appears there's something inside it. It's a ghost ship. It's quite old. Probably it has centuries on its shoulders.
Oh, God.
Its condition proves that. A few meters from the speedboat it stops as well. Elian thinks that it's a good idea to investigate. Lifeboat. Crew member 4. Crew member 2 inside. To the ghost lifeboat. To the ghost ship. Crew member 4. His mouth is still open while he stares at the ghost ship. His mouth is still... Crew... Even he gets nervous at the sight of the ghost ship. Even he gets...
Okay.
Lifeboat. To the ghost ship. Elian hops aboard. As expected, there's no crew at all. Not alive, at least.
Oh,
He
God.
thinks it's better to start checking from the stern. The helm should be there. Elian knows that this place is very dangerous. A ghost ship. He can't expect to find blood anywhere, not even by monsters. So he should use the blood vials he still has very wisely. Rely on the floating gems he might find. Eventually. You have reached Ghost Ship main mast. It is damaged. The sails are torn apart. Skeleton corpses. Elian feels like some of those skeletons were not pirates on the ship, judging by some pieces of cloth still attached to the bones. Cannons. Elian takes a look. They are still in good condition. It's possible that they can still fire. Cannonballs. There are many cannonballs scattered near the cannons. In case of a battle with cannons, it would be handy. To the speedboat, to the stern. Here's the stern. Elian can see the helm in the quarterdeck. In front of him, there's a door. It might be the captain's room. You have reached quarterdeck. Helm. Elian checks the helm. It's blocked. He thinks it's best to check the anchor in the bow. Broken aquabus. It has been hit by something quite heavy.
Aquabus!
It's an antique model, by the way.
Blind Quest 1 reference. The Enchanted Castle. There was Aquabus too.
To the main deck, to the captain's room. Quarterdeck, to the captain's room. Quarterdeck. Above the quarterdeck, there's the helm. In front of Elian, there's a door. It could be the captain's room. In the surrounding area, there are slashes everywhere. To the captain.
Alright, let's see who's
It's
here.
locked from the other side.
Oh.
It looks like Elian will have to find a path inside the ship to reach the room. To the main deck, broken aquabus. To the main... You have reached Ghost main mast. It is damaged. It is damaged. Skeleton corpses. Elian feels like some of those skeletons. Cannons. Cannonball. To the speed. To the stern. To the bow. To below. To the bow. To below deck. Main mast. To the bow.
We still have 2 more places to explore.
The bowsprit is damaged, and the figurehead as well. The anchor should be on the right. You have reached Ghost Hole. There's a small hole on the floor. Not enough to fall inside it, but enough to make you stumble. It's too dark to see through the hole. Bowsprit. It's damaged as well. There's a noticeable crack in it. Anchor. The anchor is still set sail, so something is wrong. Elian thinks it's time to explore the ship from inside. Figurehead. It represents a woman, from the head down to the bust. It's damaged, and half of the face is missing.
Damn.
To the main deck hole. To the You have reached main mast to below deck. All passages that connect to the rear of the below deck are sealed. Maybe Elian can avoid the obstacles passing through the hold. In the room, there are a few skeletons, but they move, and their weapons point towards him. You have reached Goat saving point. You saved the game, skeleton. The battle begins. More than 75% life points. The battle ends. Elian gains 100 corpse. This corpse comes from the outside. He died recently, since the corpse still has flesh. In a state of decomposition, of course. The cause of death is probably all the cuts on his body. Sealed path. Many layers of wood are nailed to block the path, which is closed almost airtight. Skeleton. The battle begins.
Crack, crack, go your bones as you get owned.
The battle ends. Elian gains 1. To the main, to the front exit. Saving point, skeleton. Front exit. To the hold. To the main deck. To front.
Oh.
Here the crew stored all the weapons. For some reason there aren't many cannonballs here. Elian saw many of them on the deck, near the cannons. He wonders what happened. You have reached front exit, skeleton. The battle begins.
Cracky, cracky. Let me see something. I don't know why it does that sound, but you don't get hurt by it.
Less than 70. The battle ends. Elian gains weapons. There are many fighting weapons. Most of them are rusty, but Elian wouldn't touch even the ones in good condition. Not if they are inside a ghost ship. They could be cursed or haunted. Rag. It's filthy and moldy. It was used to clean the weapons. Once upon a time. Bucket. There's still some water inside it. It looks stagnant.
Oh god.
Back exit. Front skeleton. Back exit. Front. In this part of the ship, there are more skeletons. There might be a reason. There's also some ghosts. You have reached barrel. It's empty inside. It's also pierced at some point.
How disappointing.
Skeleton.
I thought it would contain some
Battle
transfusion
begins.
bags.
The battle ends. Elian gains broken lifeboat. It has been crushed with many blows. There's some nail scratches. There's actually even some human nails stuck in the wood. Ghost. The battle.
Hellion is getting slow. Hellion is getting... Hellion is getting slow. Hellion is getting... Hellion manages to escape. The battle ends. Press control to continue. Barrel. Skeleton. Broken life. Skeleton. Broken hole. To the hole. There's a hole in the right wall. The one toward the speedboat. It's quite wide. To the cabin. To the hold. Barrel. To the hold.
Okay, we've explored that.
There are many ghosts here. Elian notices that they are gathered on one side of the room. On the other side, there's a symbol on the ground and a door. You have reached to the treasure room, to below deck, floor. On the ground, there's a symbol attached to the wood, near a door. Rotten supplies. The only reason why there's no animal or insect among them is because this is a ghost ship. Metal scraps. Most of them are shards of blades or guns. In some cases, they're almost crumbled. Ghost. The bat. Less than 50% life points.
Hellion is getting slow. Hellion is getting slow. Hellion is getting... Hellion is getting... Hellion manages to escape. The battle ends. Press control to ghost. The battle...
Why does I end the battle with another ghost?
Hellion is getting... Hellion is getting... Hellion is getting... Hellion is getting slow.
More than 75% life points.
Hellion manages to escape. The battle ends.
Press control to metal scraps. Rotten floor to below to the treasure room. The door is locked. At the foot of the door, there's the trace of a dried blood stain. To below deck. You have reached ghost to the hold, barrel, to the cabin, to the armory, hold, to the hold, barrel, skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains. Broken ghost. The battle begins.
Try to attack me before I escape. Actually, no, try to kill me before I escape.
Hellion is getting... Hellion is getting... Hellion manages to escape. The battle ends. Press control to continue. Barrel. Skeleton. Broken life. Hole. To the armor. To the cabin. To the hold. Barrel. To the cabin. As expected, there are many skeletons here. Many hammocks are placed here and there. There's a trunk that draws Elian's attention. You have reached ghost hammocks.
Some of them are ripped or worn by time. Skeleton. The battle begins.
Bye
The battle
bye.
ends. Alien gained dice. There wasn't much entertainment back in that time, especially during a long journey by sea. There wasn't much.
That's a funny dice sound.
There. Skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains trunk. Alien checks inside the trunk and finds a rusty key in its bottom. Holes. The walls of this room are pierced at many points by large objects, but it doesn't seem like a barrage of cannonballs. Skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 1. To below deck hammocks. You have reached Ghost to the hold, to the cabin, to the armory, to the hold. You have reached to the treasure room. The door is locked.
Okay, so it's not the
To
key to
below
that.
deck. You have reached to the ghost ship, to the cabin, to the hold, to the armory. You have reached ghost ship, skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains weapons, skeleton. Front exit, back exit. Bucket, back exit. You have reached ghost front to the hold, to the main deck. Skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gate to the main deck. Skeleton to the hold. Front to the hold. To the main deck. You have reached ghost ship. Main mast to the bow, to the stern, to the speedboat, to the bow. You have reached ghost ship. Ho to the main deck. Figurehead. Anchor. Bowsprit. Anchor. The anchor is set sail. Bowsprit. Ho to the main figure. To the. You have reached main mast to the bow, to the stern, to the speedboat, to the. You have reached to the ghost quarter, to the captain's room, to the main, to the captain. It's locked from the other side. It looks like Elian will have to find a path inside the ship to reach the room. Quarter deck, to the main deck.
You have reached to below deck. You have reached front egg to the hold. To the main deck. To the hold. The access to the front of the hold is blocked, but the rear is still connected by a door. From through the wall, some ghost appears. This is not good. Elian's weapons can't kill them. You have reached back exit to below deck, ghost. The battle begins. Elian is getting slow. Elian is getting slow.
No, my weapons can't kill
Elian
you,
is getting
but
slow.
I'll get you by
Elian is getting
escaping like this.
Elian
Like
manages
this.
to escape.
There we go.
The battle ends. Press control to continue. Ghost.
Again?
Battle. Less than 75% life points. Elian is getting slow. Elian is getting. Elian is getting slow. Elian is getting. Elian manages to escape. The battle ends. Press control to continue. Back exit to below deck. Sealed path. Even here the way is blocked. It's an impressive work of carpentry anyway. Puddle. There's a little water infiltration. Apparently it's not under the level of the sea, or the situation would be worse. Back exit to below deck. Elian opens the door with a rusty key. Luckily, it's still usable.
Let's see.
From here, it should be possible to reach the rear of the below deck. Some other skeleton is there, but what worries Elian the most is a creepy presence on the other side of the room. You have reached necklace. There's a necklace near the corpse. It could have emotional value. Corpse. It's a woman, as is obvious by the dress. Elian can't help imagining how it ended. Skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 100. Banshee. There's a female ghost who guards the passage to the below deck. It's a banshee, an ethereal body which makes screams strong enough to be considered a deadly weapon. As soon as Elian gets close enough, she starts to scream. First-hand experience is always worse than any previous knowledge. Elian has to cover his ears. The problem is that probably, since she's a ghost, he won't be able to damage her. So Elian will give it a try, but gets ready to retreat in case his suspicions prove correct.
Jeez, you don't have to scream for me since you love me so much. You don't have to scream for me like that. I don't swing that way, bro.
Elian is getting slower. Less than 75% life points. Elian is getting weaker. Elian is getting slower.
Oh. Oh.
Less than 50% life points.
Please don't,
Alien is
if
getting
you're wearing
weaker.
headphones,
Alien is
please
getting slower.
turn them down because the screams might be loud for you. Especially if you're wearing them at max volume. I'm sorry I forgot to give a headphone warning.
Alien is getting weaker. Alien is getting slower.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Alien manages to escape. The battle ends. Press control to continue. As expected, his weapons just passed through her body, so he retreats. Alien has an intuition. There could be a holy symbol somewhere in the ship, probably not too far from the keel. If he finds it, then he will be able to defeat any ghost or similar creatures. Front exit to below deck necklace. There's a necklace near the corpse. It could have emotional value. Corpse, skeleton, banshee. Front exit banshee. The banshee stays in front of that passage like a guardian spirit. Alien needs a holy symbol. Front to below deck necklace. To front You have reached Ghost. The bat. Alien is getting. Alien is getting. Alien is getting. Alien is getting. Alien manages to escape. The battle ends. Press control to continue.
What happens if you disable
You open
the alert
live
sound?
Instruct. Game battle back. 53%. Bat alert sound. Deactivated alert. Your back puddle. Back egg podsy ghost. The battle begins.
Oh. It still does the attack sound. Wait, so what's the point of the silent attack alert if you're just gonna hear
Alien
that?
is getting slower. More than 75% life points. Alien is getting slower. Alien is getting slower. Alien is getting slower. Less than 75% life points. Alien manages to escape. The battle ends. Press control to continue. You open battle back alert sound. Activated alert. You're back to below deck. Sealed path. Even here the way is blocked. To back exit. To below deck. You have reached front to the hold, to the main deck, skeleton. The battle begins.
Skeleton go bye-bye.
The battle ends. Alien gate. To the main, to the hole, front exit, saving point. You saved the game, skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gate, corpse, sealed path. Skeleton sealed. Many layers of wood are nailed to block the path, which is closed almost airtight. To the main, to the hold, front exit, saving point. Front to the hold, to the main deck, to the hold, to the. You have reached to below deck, to the bow, to the stern, to below. You have reached ghost ship, to the front. You have reached front back exit, bucket, rag, back front exit. You have reached barrel. It's empty inside. Skeleton. The battle begins.
Crack, crack.
The battle ends. Alien gain. Broken lifeboat. Ghost. The battle big. %100 life points. Alien is getting. Alien is getting slow. Alien is getting. Alien is getting slow. Alien manages to escape. The battle ends. Press control to continue. Barrel. Scalp broken light. Hole to the armory. Hole. There's a hole in the right wall. The one toward the speedboat. It's quite wide. There's a hole in to the cabin, to the hold. To the cabin. You have reached hammocks. Some of them are ripped. Skeleton. The battle begins.
Skeleton crack bones and go bye-bye. Yeah, that's how it's gonna go. Yep, I knew it.
The battle ends. Alien gains 100 dice. There wasn't much entertainment back in that time, especially during a long journey. Skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gain. Trunk. Now the trunk is empty. Holes. The walls of this room are pierced at many points by large objects, but it doesn't seem like a barrage of cannonballs. Skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien get.
Sorry, I thought
To
someone
below
stopped.
hammocks. To skeleton. To below hammock. To below deck. You have reached ghost ship. To the hold. To the cabin. To the armory. You have reached ghost skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 100 weapons. There are many fighting weapons. Most of them are rusty, but Alien wouldn't touch even the ones in good condition. Rag. It's filthy and moldy. It was used to clean the weapons. Bucket. There's still some water in. Back exit. Front exit. You have reached Ghost Ship. Below deck. Barrel. To the hold. To the cabin. To the armory. You have reached front and back exit. You have reached saving point. You set skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 160 experience points. Press corpse. This corpse comes from the outside. Sealed path. Many layers of wood. Skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gate. To the main deck. To the hold. Front exit. Saving point. Front exit. To the hold. To the main skeleton. To the main deck. To front exit. You have reached Ghost Ship. Front exit. You have reached to the hold, to the cabin, to the armory. To the hold, barrel, to the hold. You have reached to the treasure room, to below deck, to the treasure. The door is locked. At the foot of the door, there's the trace of to floor. Looking closer, Elian realizes that this is the holy symbol of an ancient pagan religion.
Yes.
As expected. During his career, he made many rituals to consecrate the surface of some area of this sea. Covering a whole sea is not a task that someone alone can achieve in a few years. Someone before him also did it during that time. Anyway, it's unlikely a ghost ship could manage to avoid for all this time all the consecrated areas that would mean their destruction. But if a holy symbol is applied to them, then that's another story. They can travel anywhere. Elian removes the holy symbol and wears it like a necklace. Now he should be able to defeat ghosts and the Banshee as well.
All
Rotten
right.
supply floor to below deck to the treasure room.
Let's go below deck. And let's defeat this bitch.
You have reached ghost to the cabin, to the hold, to the armory. Hold. To the cabin, to the hold. To the cabin. To the hold. To the cabin.
Maybe the cabin? Sorry, I forgot where the Banshee is.
You have reached a ghost skeleton.
I have the symbol for the Banshee and I forget where it is. It happens.
The battle ends.
If this video ends up being 2 hours, please watch it.
To below deck hammocks. To skeleton. To below deck skeleton.
I'm kidding.
The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains
1:35 p.m.
dice. Hammock to below skeleton to below. You have reached to ghost to the hold to the armory to the cabin to. You have reached...
This ghost ship is kind of like a
front
maze.
Exit, back exit.
Honestly.
You have reached front to the hold. Front saving point. You saved the game.
Let's save where we from.
Front to the main deck.
The
Skeleton.
symbol.
The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien game. Sealed corpse. Skeleton. To the main. To the hold. Front exit. Say front to the main deck. To the hold. You have reached. Go back exit.
Aha! Here we go.
You have reached.
It's time to die.
Ghost ship. Front exit. Banshee.
Banshee.
Elian has a holy symbol with him. The Banshee is already reacting to it. Now he can defeat her. The battle begins. Elian is getting weaker. Elian is getting slower.
Now we can shut you up with this sword. Oh, very easy to
The
defeat.
battle ends. Elian gains 500. The Banshee dissolves.
Yes.
Now it's possible to proceed. Skeleton.
Oh, hello.
Battle begins. The battle ends. Alien game. Corpse. Front egg to below deck. Necklace. To below neck to below deck. This place is empty. No one arrived here apparently. In front of Elian, there's just one door. He prepares his weapon for what will be behind it.
Here we go.
You have reached saving point. You saved the game. Sealed path. The other side of that wood barrier. Elian wonders what required such a measure. To the hold. To the captain's room. Sealed path. Say to the cap.
Let's go see who the captain is.
The room has a shelf full of books, some treasure, and an old map of a portion of this continent. Before Elian, there's a desk. Behind it, the remains of the captain sits in the chair. At the moment, he just lies there. You have reached ghost treasures. Many valuable jewels, crowns, and coins are placed around the room. The trophies of a life dedicated to pillage. Although nowadays the value of those items would be huge, Elian doesn't dare to collect the treasure of a ghost ship. It never ends well with things like this. Bookshelf. Many old stories are written in those books. That's probably how the captain spent his time during his travels. Skeleton captain. He wears the typical pirate hat of the shared imagination. He also wears a necklace. It seems familiar. Looks like he shot himself in the head. Since he doesn't move, it seems like he's just a corpse.
Huh.
Logbook. Elian leans towards the logbook, but he retracts his hand just a second before a blade cuts down. The captain's skeleton reacts to that, and now he stands up. In his right hand he wields a sword, in the left an arquebus. Elian notices for a moment a roach moving quickly from the cavity of his left eye to the right one. He's a bit disgusted, so he focuses on the battle. The battle begins. He has no more blood vials.
Ah, shit. Oh god. Oh!
Elian is defeated. Seems like this is the end. Press the left
second
arrow
time
to
I've been
load the
defeated.
last saved game. You have reached. Go to the captain's room. The room has a shelf full of books, some treasure, and an old map. You have reached bookshelf, skeleton, logbook. Elian leans. The battle begins.
Okay, so after, I believe, 8 attacks.
Less than 50% life points.
I wish these enemies loses ammo. Oh, thank God.
The battle ends. Elian gains 700 experience points. Elian gets blood vial. The skeleton collapses and falls into pieces. Was he protecting the logbook? To the stern, treasures. Many valuable bookshelf, old log. Elian starts to browse the logbook. Maybe he can find a clue to what's happening. His attention is caught starting from the part in which the crew finds an incredible treasure. A huge stock of chests, in particular one which is very large. They placed everything inside the treasure room and partied until dawn. The day after, they decided to take a look at the treasure and divide it among them. Suddenly, many screams alerted the captain, who rushed to check the situation, and what he saw was terrifying. It took a lot of effort and deaths to stop that damned demon. The balance of dead was tremendous. The crew had been halved that day. Among repairs, corpses, and treating the wounded, the mood was gloomy. No one said a word. The captain felt like something bad might happen. So among the repairs, he asked a carpenter to place a wood barrier inside the ship. Also, he told his woman in private that she would have to leave on a lifeboat in the middle of the night.
Oh, that must have been the woman here.
That fateful night finally arrived, the one in which he planned the escape of the woman. No one was looking, and he was shut in his room while her lover departed. The room was inaccessible from the outside, since he knew that it would happen. What he didn't know was they would decide to act this night. Many voices barked his name out loud. Then another voice joined in. It started to scream. Scream and scream and scream and scream. Look, many old...
Logbook. He was powerless and trapped inside the cage he created for himself. So useless and desperate, on the verge of losing his mind, among tears and blood. From the outside, the barks continued. Many blows to the barricades, unceasingly. After many hours, he heard a loud noise from the outside, and the waves started to churn as if a tidal wave was happening. The barks turned into yelps, and many steps in all directions followed. Elian arrives at the last page of the logbook. The calligraphy worsens a lot in the last pages. He starts reading again. Just after a lot of explosions, impacts and screams followed. He made an opening in the wall and witnessed what he described as a marvelous show. In one last note, he wrote, "Oh, my lord, I beg you, exterminate those traitors, those filthy dogs. Please avenge us, Kraken, and my soul will be yours forever." The logbook ends here. A few seconds later, the sea is upset, the ship sways. Elian must check outside. Old map, to below deck, to the stern. Treasures, to the stern. Elian unlocked the door. Elian quickly gets out of the room, which leads to the stern. His worst fear materializes. A huge kraken is emerging from the sea. The vehicles must be stuck on his tentacles. Elian is a vampire hunter. A kraken simply is not his cup of tea. He's not specialized to fight against a monster like that. Yet the cannons on the main deck might be what he needs. You have reached Ghost Ship, stern. Helm, quarter deck, helm, broken aqua, to the main deck.
Oh God.
You have reached Ghost main mast, skeleton, or cannons. Cannonballs. Cannons. Elian quickly counts the cannons. 12 in total nearby, 6 for each side. And since the Kraken is aligned with one of the sides, there are enough cannons for Elian and the crew. He's going to talk to the crew to convince them to help him with the cannons. Cannonball to the speed, to the stern, to the Elian quickly returns to the speedboat. The crew is all outside the cabin. They are scared to death. Convincing them to help him with cannons might prove even harder than escaping from the Kraken. You have reached speedboat, lifeboat. Crew member 2. He's on the verge of freaking out. The shotgun in his hands is useless. Not even dangerous for the crew. Crew member 3. He's panicking. Even his chattiness won't help him this time. Amelia. Amelia is shaking, but she's the leader. If Elian wants their cooperation, then he must convince her first of all. They don't know what to do. Elian explains the situation. They are too scared to help him. Meanwhile, the Kraken keeps on with its rampage. At a certain point, while Elian is trying to find the right words to make them react, a tentacle of the Kraken suddenly moves toward the speedboat. Elian doesn't make it in time to warn the crew, and so it hits the second member of the crew full in the head.
Oh, Jesus!
There's nothing to do. It tears his head off, and the body falls. The crew starts to scream and freak out as they see his neck still spilling blood. Elian immediately shouts at them with all his voice to calm down. It seems to have some effect. With a harsh and unshakable voice, he tells the crew, especially Amelia, to stand up and help him with the cannons, or it will be the end for everyone. Amelia is with Elian, and in a few seconds the crew is ready to go. Crewmen to the ghost ship.
Let's do this.
Elian returns to the ghost ship. The crew quickly move towards the cannons that point towards the Kraken and start to fire. The Kraken is huge, but the explosions have some effect on him after all. Now it's Elian's turn.
Yeah!
You have to below, go to the bar, to main mast, skeleton, cannons, cannonball, to the speed cannons. Elian positions himself next to one of the last two free cannons and starts to fire. The Kraken becomes agitated and swings a tentacle towards Elian. He dodges it with perfect timing. It hits the ship instead, making it shake. Elian must take into account that even if he manages to keep dodging it, the ship could be destroyed before they have the chance to escape. He must consider the eventuality of being hit on purpose to protect the ship during the battle. In any case, it will be a fight against time, so he doesn't waste a second. The battle begins. Elian is defeated.
Oh!
Seems like this is the end. Press the left arrow to load the last saved game. You have reached Ghost Ship, below deck. Saving point, sealed path. To the hold. To the captain's room.
Oh, damn. Oh, no.
The room.
Oh, I
has a
have to
shelf
fight this
full of
guy again.
books. You have reached treasures, bookshelf, skeleton, logbook, old log, Elian. The battle begins.
Ugh.
The battle ends. Elian gains. The skeleton collapses and to below deck. Old logbook. Old map. Logbook. Old to below deck. To the stern. Elian unlocked. Elian quickly gets out of the room, which leads to the stern. His worst fear materializes. A huge kraken is emerging from the sea. The vehicle. You have reported to the captain, to the main broken aquabus, to the main deck. You have reached. Go to below deck, to the bow, to the stern, to the speedboat. To the
stern, to the speedboat, to below deck, main mast, skeleton, cannons, cannonballs, cannon. Elian quickly counts the cannons. To the stern.
Okay, now we can. Oh!
You have reached. Go to to the main deck. You have reached. Ghost to below, to the bow, to the stern, to the speedboat. Elian quickly returns to the speedboat. The crew is all outside. You have reached lifeboat. Crew member 2, crew member 3, crew member... He's a... Amelia. Amelia's resolve is back. In these conditions, it's possible to fight the crack. Crew member 4, crew member 5, to inside, to the ghost ship. Elian returns to the ghost ship. The crew quickly move. You have remained ghost cannons. Cannon. Elian positions himself next to one of the last 2 free cannons. The battle begins.
Sorry, ship. I guess this is one of the ways to die. By just continuously.
The battle ends.
Oh.
Elian gains 1,000. Suddenly the Kraken lets go of the ship and starts moving. There's a problem. The speedboat is still stuck. If the ship departs, they won't be able to escape anymore with the speedboat. So Elian decides to go to the bow and stop the ship using the anchor. The crew will try to keep the Kraken busy in the meantime. Cannonball to the stern, to the speedboat, to the stern, to the bow. You have reached go home, bowsprit, anchor. Elian doesn't waste a second and uses all his strength to drag the anchor and toss it into the sea. It worked. The anchor sank into the sea, and now the ship stops moving.
Oh.
The others are doing well. Even the speedboat is free, and the crew is going aboard. Now Elian should do the same. Or so he thinks, at least. Right after the first step toward the main deck, the Kraken swings a tentacle outside the view of Elian, and since he let his guard down for a moment, he barely notices the threat coming and gets hit. The blow makes him fall straight into the sea. A few seconds later, he loses consciousness. When Elian opens his eyes, he's still dazed. His sight is blurry. The sound of the waves, the sand on his face, and then a female figure in the distance that gets closer to him.
Oh,
Elian is exhausted and faints again. Meanwhile,
is that
how much time has passed? Elian wakes up, but he can't move, except his head.
He's strapped to an electric chair. He quickly needs to figure out where he is and what's happening. You have reached Hidden Cave, Torture Chamber.
Okay, I think this is Deus's lair. I've only known sneak peeks of like the places here.
You open less than 25% life points. It's not okay. He's lost too much blood. You're back in the map. Saving point. You saved the game.
Whew, thank God.
Needles. On a chair there are many metal needles. They are about 15 centimeters long. Tub. It contains some water. There's a sponge inside. Electric chair. It looks like a custom model. Since there are no wires, the battery must be included. Elian is restricted and his limbs are blocked. He can only actually move his head. A few moments later, the door opens. A woman enters the chamber. It must be the same that Elian saw before fainting the second time. She's tall, beautiful. Her long scarlet hair sways with each step. Her blue eyes stand out due to the contrast with her hair. She gets close and leans toward Elian. Then she slowly makes a big smile and shows her
Elian
teeth
goes,
on purpose.
all the time.
There's no doubt. She's a vampire.
Yep.
His reaction is not the one she expected, so she tells him that she's surprised, as it looks like Elian has already seen a vampire. She introduces herself. She is Deus and asks his name, but Elian won't answer her question. He wants to know why she restrained him and where they are. Deus starts to laugh and tells Elian that where they are is not important. Why she's doing this, he will know that very, very soon. Deus adds that if he's shy and doesn't want to say his name, that's no problem. They will have a lot of time to get to know each other better. But the time to chat is over, and as Elian tries to reply, she immediately applies to his mouth a wooden bite with leather, which laces up behind his neck. Elian gets angry, but he can only moan. Words won't come out. A sick smile comes across her face. Now it's time to start.
The fuck?
Deus explains what she's going to do and describes the properties of the electric chair. The voltage is regulated in a way so it's not deadly, as she wants to play with Elian.
Play with
She
me?
finally activates the
Are you
electricity.
talking about something
Elian
sexual
starts
or
to spasm
something
as if he's having convulsions
bad?
and screams like hell. Elian will have to resist the torture. He cannot attack Deus or drink blood vials, so he must focus on his defense. Get ready for a harsh trial.
Son of a bitch.
100% life. He has no more blood vials. More than 75% life points.
Jesus. Oh! I thought it was over.
More than 75% life points.
He keeps going because he's in a mask. No, a mouthpiece. I don't know. Oh, Jesus. I don't know, I decided to attack. Why not?
Less than 75% life points.
She laughs when I try to attack. Oh, bitch, what you laughing about? See what I did there? Ow. Fuck
Less
yeah.
than 50% life points. Press control to continue. Many hours later, when the electric chair is turned off, the torture finally ends. But that's not how the torture has continued in the meantime. With her long leather gloves, which are part of her dress, she slowly removes the metal needles which were embedded between his fingers and nails. The blood keeps coming out as he suffers tremendously.
Oh my god.
Elian clearly
You
sees
bitch.
Deus chuckling and licking her red lips tastefully during the process. In the end, she meticulously cleans the needles. Then she gently caresses his hair while she compliments him for resisting, and finally removes from Elian's mouth the bite, which is covered in drool. He doesn't even have the strength to say something. Before leaving, she wishes sweet dreams to Elian. They will play again tomorrow. Then she closes the door. Now he's alone in the room.
Oh my god.
Tub, electric, door, lever. Saving point. You saved the game. Lever. Elian wonders what that lever does, but judging from the tools inside the chamber, it probably can't be a good thing. Say walls. Elian looks around. The walls don't have an opening, not even a small window. He's not able to determine whether it's day or night. Saving lever. Door. There's a closed door on the other side of the chamber. It looks quite heavy, and it's made of metal. Electric chair. It has been a very long day. His trousers are wet. Although Elian just wants to sleep as soon as possible, he must look around in search of information on this place and plan an escape. Tub. If Elian thought for a moment that after all he could bear the electricity somehow, then he had to change his mind when she wet him with the sponge. Ceiling. Unlike the ground, which is polished, The ceiling is clearly one of a natural cave. Needles. When the needles came into play, he never felt such intense pain before. He also fainted many times, but Deus definitely was not in a hurry.
Listen.
The worst part was when she turned the electric chair on again, while the metal needles were still embedded in his body. He doesn't want to remember that. He can't even close his hands.
Listen, needles and fingers sounds really fucking painful.
Walls. Saving point. You saved the game. Lever. Door. Electric. Tub. Electric chair. Elian collapses into a long sleep. Or so he thinks. Because he suddenly gets woken up by a tub of water. Deus returned. He doesn't know how much he slept, but since she had time to change the tools in the room, his sleep must have been really deep. Even the electric chair has been removed. Instead, his body lies on the floor and is restricted by chains fixed on the wall nearby. She actually even took his shirt and jacket. She greets Elian and asks for forgiveness as she made him wait so long. Deus was enchanted while
you should ask
staring
for
at the
forgiveness
wounds
because you
she
tortured
caused him
me,
yesterday.
bitch.
But what surprised her the most was how fast they regenerated. She tells Elian that he is clearly not a human, but Deus has never heard of him among the vampires.
Because
She kneels before him and softly puts her hands on his cheeks, and with the right thumb she lifts his upper lip. His teeth confirm that Elian is not a vampire. Deus asks him if he's a Dhampir. Elian won't answer, but she smiles and chuckles as if she knew the answer already. With an impulse of anger, he tries to bite her hand and to grab her with his hands. But the chains won't allow that. Deus swiftly dodges the bite and, without changing her expression, she punches his face. The impact smashes him violently against the wall. Even though she's a vampire, Elian didn't expect such a strength. She must be a high-born vampire. There's a chance that actually she wouldn't even need to block his movements to prevail against Elian. Still, he doesn't understand why she's living here. Vampires are used to luxurious manors or castles. But it looks like she lives in a cave instead. There's one more thing that she wants to know. The scar, the one on his chest caused by Dracula. Her fingers slowly slip along the scar, and she can't help but comment how perfect that cut is. Not only that, she can even see Elian's captured essence of Dhampir. Deus also says that even his true name has been stolen. Without any doubt, she can tell for sure that this is Dracula's doing. Deus says that Dracula surely knows how to play with his friends, but she likes a more direct approach. Anyway, she's disappointed that Dracula arrived before her. So she will start with Elian's back. He wants to know more about what she just said, but Deus interrupts him, telling that if he must bark that much, then he should do it while wearing a collar. So she applies a red collar on his neck against his will. Then finally she puts an eye mask on him. With his ears, Elian can hear Deus going out of the room, and some minutes later returning. He can smell the scent of candles and something that makes him turn pale. Boiling oil. She's amused as she watches his reaction and gets close to Elian to make him smell the tools that will be used today better. She touches her lips to his left ear and whispers that now they will have a lot of fun. Without sight, her voice seems even deeper than usual.
You're kind of like
So
one of those
Deus starts.
crazy human girls that's
boiling
really
wax
interested
is
in
poured on Elian's back.
person.
It's time to resist another torture.
Oh shit! My headphones, they got unplugged. Oh no. I must be getting destroyed.
More than 75% life points. He has no more blood vials.
Wait, should I have dodged that too?
Less than 75% life points.
Sorry, that's my mom making food. Oh!
Press control to continue. Many hours later, the room smells of burnt hair and skin. Deus kisses him on the head and bestows more compliments on Elian. She removes the eye mask, but not the collar. She asks him to wait a bit. She has a prize for Elian. Saying that, Deus exits the chamber and returns later with some cooked rice and water. But they are served inside a couple of bowls. That's too much. She leans and pets Elian while smiling and tells him to eat everything. Then she goes outside, leaving the door ajar.
Oh my god! Girl's crazy!
Open door. Deus left the door ajar, maybe to make the burnt smell go away. But this is a chance for Elian. He closes his eyes and focuses on the smell that comes from the outside. There's a strange scent. It's like the scent of some chemical. Elian thinks that it means there's a lab or something behind that door. Lever. Elian wonders what that lever does, but judging from the tools inside the chains. Elian must find some useful information before sleeping. Elian must... Bowls. Elian wants to verify something. He gets close to the bowl with the rice inside and smells it. The salt scent is very intense. That can't be some cheap salt bought somewhere. It resembles the smell of the sea. That rice must be cooked with actual rock salt, which must be nearby. Although Elian won't eat like a dog, he's behaving like one of them to gather some clues. How humiliating.
Yeah, Elian.
Oil. That small pot was filled with boiling oil. When Deus poured it on his back, the wax melted like ice, and the skin burnt as if it was lava. Horrendous burns cover the whole surface. Even if tomorrow they will disappear like nothing happened. Ice. Inside the bucket there's still some ice. It has been applied on Elian's back after the torture, but it was just a mere palliative. Candles. On the tray there were candles, but not even an ounce of wax has been spared. Saving point. You saved the game. Lever. Open door. Chains. Bowls.
Alright. So, guys, this recording has probably been going on for...
It's better for Elian to go to sleep for now. At least he won't see the rice. You opened the menu page. Press back. Your back. Chains.
Okay.
Oil. Candles. Saving point. You saved the game.
This recording has probably been going on for like 1 or 2 hours. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and please try and watch this video to the end. I make videos for you, and, you know, I hope you watch them, because, you know, if no one watches these 2-hour videos or 1-hour videos, then what's the point of making them for you? I'm sorry, but, you know, let your friends know about this channel. Like, let your friends know about this channel, because I want to get more subscribers. This channel is... It is being revived after a couple months. I am trying to focus on uploading more content, because, you know, I have a YouTube channel, so why not upload regularly? So yeah, please let your friends, family members, if they're interested, know about this channel, and please try and watch these videos I make. If you're not interested in them, well, I don't blame you. Like, no, I'm not going to blame you for stuff that you're not interested in. But please try and, you know, watch some of these videos to the end. So,
you opened, quit, alert, battle, game, instruction, inventory.
actually,
Your
let me...
back, leave, open, check, bowl, oil, ice, candles, saving. You saved the game.
Okay.
You open, life, in, battle, alert, quit, game. You're back in the map. You quit, alert, quit. Hellhunter, Anti-Nomen. Move among credits. Exit game.
Alright, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna upload this in a couple minutes, and peace out.